Ah, eu não tô com a Twitch aberta. Mas a gente tá online, cara. A gente tá online. Quer começar ou eu começo?
Pode começar. Mas, tipo, já tá rodando? Tipo, vai sair no áudio que a gente tá falando em português agora?
Já tá saindo tudo. Tá bom, vou começar então. Um,
Demora.
Hello, guys, and welcome to another Breezy Talks. This is our international podcast. This is the first Breeze Blocks experience in the international domain. And in here, I have my Macedo with me, and he's my
Hello, guys.
buddy. Yeah, sorry, I spoke over you.
No, don't worry. I was just, I was just saying hi to everyone. So then, Cici, what are we going to talk about today?
We are just going to fuck around, bro. Let's just talk what we feel like, you know. I
Yeah, as
just
always.
That's true. I just have to say the announcements first.
Sure, go on. Be my guest.
Well, in the last video, as I was saying goodbye to you guys, I said that I wanted to post the first VOD on YouTube, and we have done it. It's Breeze Talks on YouTube. You are probably listening to this conversation on YouTube, so hi guys. And I also wanted to make a Discord server, and we also have that. So if you want to comment on what we said in the last video or in this video, go to the Discord server because that's where we want to make the conversation flow. You know, the YouTube channel is simply to show the conversation because you can download it and listen on the go. But if you really want to say something about it, go to the Discord server. That's the place.
Yeah, because the main goal here is to, like we said in the last video, we want to build some kind of a community for like, we want to talk about stuff in here, but not only with ourselves. We want to talk with you guys as well. Like maybe there's no like we started it now, so no one listening, but we are planning to have more people listening to us someday. Like in the well, in some months, we hope. So in the like Cici was saying, in the YouTube channel, there's the comment section, but we want to bring you guys to our Discord server so we can discuss stuff there and we can build this relationship with you guys.
Yeah, I guess this is like our main goal. The projects, they are just fun stuff, you know, because
Yeah.
keeping the conversation going and talking about the big picture and the cool stuff, that's where the thing is all about, you know. To me, that's the true goal.
And that's a very cool goal. So you made the Discord server, right? You already set it up. Uh, well, I don't know because I don't usually handle or use Discord at all. Just like when we are playing something, or I don't know. But you made the channels, all right? You
Yeah,
made the
yeah, I made a lot of channels. I don't usually use Discord either. I just don't. I just really don't. But
yeah.
the I guess one of the focus of the Breeze Blocks umbrella is that we want to step everywhere on the internet. We want to be everywhere, you know. We want to have a voice in every place.
That's fucking dope. Yeah, man, you know what? We are going to be everywhere. This is like we are talking about it in the last video, though. Like we said, we want to be in 3D printing. We want to be in VR. We want to be in
Real
I don't
life,
know,
in real
real life as
life.
well. Now in podcasts as well. Like we want to
And
bring our
Breezy
idea every
Pornhub.
fucking where.
Don't forget about Breezy Pornhub. It's going to happen.
What the fuck? What do you mean?
Yeah, well, do you remember we had that conversation? We wanted to be everywhere. So we said, hey, you know what? Let's just get the podcast and the videos and let's just fucking post it on porn sites, you know, famous ones. And just fuck it, like people
Dude,
post movies.
Well, I mean that's not a so bad idea though. I know for a fact that I mean that's just a meme though, but I mean everything is a meme nowadays. And
Yeah.
I know some channels that that in fact post on Pornhub and they get some views in there. And people were like, "Man, what the fuck are we doing in here?"
Yeah,
And
that
so that's so funny in some way that it actually works, and that's awesome.
that's true. We are going to do that someday, not right now, but
Yeah, not
once we
right
are
now,
everywhere and we have nowhere to go, you know where we are going.
but that was going to be funny nonetheless.
True, true.
So, dude, do you know what? I
Yeah.
want to. Well, I think we can talk about this further on the on our today's episode. But you talked about Pornhub. Do you know? Did you see what they what they announced?
No, no, I did not.
They are accepting Dogecoin as a form of a payment.
No way, no fucking way.
They did.
Because of the GameStop thing and everything.
I don't know if it. Well, yeah, I guess you could say that they got into the hype of the GameStop stuff, and after the last week shit show of the GameStop and Wall Street stuff, people were saying, well, there's this
Yeah,
GameStop stuff where the Wall Street hedge funds are fucking over people, and then people found out how to fuck over the hedge funds back because I mean, if people are listening to this, they maybe already know about what we are talking about.
yeah, but maybe we are talking to the future. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, Sam, that's right. So, like, we are now 1 week later after the major fuck up. Like,
The
this
shit
is
show.
was
You said
all.
what's that's the word. The shit show. That's what it was. It was the internet being the internet, but on real life.
Yeah, that's so true because that was the first time in a long time that I saw the internet so.
Active
How
in
could
the
I?
real world.
Yeah, not just acting in the real world, but man, what's the word? It's the
You can say it in
everything.
Portuguese because I think that sometimes we actually should just say, hey, how do you say bolacha de água e sal? Just to keep the Brazil in there, you know?
No one's gonna get what you're saying, but I found the word. That was the first time in a long time that I saw people all over the internet so being so united. You know, they
True,
were
true.
united to a cause because there's these Wall Street hedge funds managers and companies fucking over people. And then people were like, man, we are going to unite against you fucks.
Yeah, the left, the right, everybody against the rich.
Yeah, we are going to fuck you over. And then the hedge funds fucked over GameStop. They thought, well, there's the pandemic, the economy is in shambles, everything is going down. So we are going to bet against GameStop because it's a brick and mortar game retailer. And in the situation that we are living now, they thought that it was a nice idea, a good idea to fuck this company over
Yeah, they said
just
this shit
because
is
of
going down.
yeah, but I mean, they did it in a way that they bet against more shares, more stock shares than what it was available in the market. They didn't bet against all 100% shares. They bet against 140%. I don't know how to explain that in a economic sense because I'm a fucking moron and then I don't know how to explain that too well.
Let me help you,
But
bro. I will
then,
help you. I'll say this in simple terms. They did some shady shit. They sold more than there was available. That's all there is to it. That's the fuck up.
yeah, I mean, it was shady, and they really, really, really tough that no one was going to see it, and one person saw it. I was in Reddit when this started happening on the Wall Street bets. And then one guy said, "Hey, there's these hedge funds fucking over GameStop," and I found it out. And I mean, in the start, people were like, "Man, you were fucking retarded. Look at what the fuck are we talking about?" But then some days later, people got like, "Man, this dude is onto something. He said something that actually makes sense." And then people went full ape shit. They
True,
they went
true.
they went full ape shit and start buying all the GameStop stock that they could. And
Yeah,
what why am I saying this? Why am I talking all the why am I talking about all the story? Because not only because as you said we are talking to the future in a way, but I wanted to let this register it, because that
recap the
was
story, right?
yeah, I wanted to recap the story and to let this register it because one day this is going to be a major event. I
Yes, we
mean,
are
at
living
least for the
history.
year, we are actually living history. And then after all this shit show, as we already mentioned it, people were like, "Well, we can unite ourselves to fuck over these rich motherfuckers. Why don't why don't we use the same strategy with Dogecoin?" Because Dogecoin started as a meme coin,
True.
as a meme cryptocurrency, and in a sense, it is uh, it is still a meme crypto.
It's
But
called
people,
fucking Dogecoin, bro. It's always going to be.
yeah, the name of the fucking shit is Dogecoin. So it's always going to be a meme in a sense. People don't actually. I don't think that people actually believe that it can reach $10, let alone 1,000 fucking dollars. I don't think that's gonna happen. But if it reaches like at least $1, people are going to be crazy, and they are hyping up this so it can maybe reach $1. So lots of people can become fucking millionaires because they are people that are investing hard in it. Some may lose a fucking ton of money, like always, like in an investment. But if because there are two different situations. With GameStop, it was an entirely different situation than it is with Dogecoin because the GameStop event was related to a stock and
Yes, it's a real stock. It's not a cryptocurrency.
yeah, it's a real stock tied to a real company. And Dogecoin, it is a cryptocurrency. It doesn't have a real value in the real world. And not only that, it has a it has a too large market cap on it. It's like currently it has 250 billion coins in the market, and every year more 5 billion coins get farmed. So people realize that it's not very good as a currency. Like I like Bitcoin, for example.
There's a
So there's
limited
that.
amount, so it's not like gold. There's always more, more, more.
Yeah. So it's it's highly unlikely that it is going to achieve a so high market value like people want. But anyway, I told all this story to get back to that Pornhub announcement that I said.
That's true.
I told
uh,
I told all that to get back to that.
I fucking forgot about it.
I didn't. I told it to that. So in the last week, Pornhub said that announced that they were going to accept Dogecoin as a form of payment for the subscriptions because they already had Bitcoin, and I think that there's other coins, all other cryptocurrencies that they already accept as payment. I mean,
Yeah,
there's like
they know their
Bitcoin.
business, because who in the whole world would use cryptocurrencies? A bunch of nerds who like to jack off. Those are the people.
They know their market very, very, very well, especially in the US, where the cryptocurrency stuff is way more. I mean,
Advanced.
yeah, way more advanced, way more used by day
Yeah,
to day
because
life people.
we are in Brazil. Let's not forget this. Guys who are viewing in other places, we are from Brazil, and in Brazil, people don't really know cryptocurrencies. They know the name Bitcoin. It's a kind of currency, and it works on the internet. That's all. The whole thing about cryptocurrency here, it's pretty much that.
Yeah, people don't. I mean, the day-to-day average Joe doesn't actually know that you can use it as a currency. People might have heard of it. People might know what it means in a very low level sense, but they don't they don't know that they can use it as money, let alone get rich of it or whatever. But like I was saying, Pornhub already accepted before Litecoin, Bitcoin, and I don't maybe some other couple of cryptocurrencies. And now they got into the hype of everything that was happening, and they are going to accept Dogecoin. And that's something that also wanted to comment on because there was this hype, and people were like, "Hey, if we get to
$1.
yeah also that if this coin gets to if the value achieves $1, like most of us that are investing right now, we are going to be fucking rich because I am monitoring the value as well. I'm not buying it yet. I want to buy it, but right now the value is like 4 cents, 4 cents of dollar. And if it gets to $1, people really are going to be rich. I mean, at least some of them, because when it gets to $1, there's going to be a massive dump. People are going to be selling like crazy, and the value is going to go down very hard.
I
But
guess
so at
that's going
least
to happen at 10 cents, to be honest.
at 10 cents, that's
Yeah.
what you think.
Yeah, because no, I don't want to shit on Dogecoins. I just think that's how the market works. Like at 10 cents, 25, 50, 75, every single time it's going to have a dip and then a rise.
Honestly, I don't even know if $1 is possible because, as you said, if it can happen at 10 cents, imagine at 50 alone. I mean 50 or $1 alone. People are going to see the value and see, man, I can get some money off this. And then they are going to sell. Even though in these Reddit uh, communities or other forums on the internet where people are saying, man, don't sell, hold. Wait for it to achieve a nice value. And no, don't sell, hold. But people, well, they can say something on the internet, but in the real life, they can just think about themselves. I
Yeah.
mean, you can get rich now. Why we're going to hold?
But I think that's the actual problem because that's very true. You can't keep listening to everything people say because that's like the invest. I don't know the name of the channel, but unfortunately, there's an investing channel, true. And that's
Yeah.
pretty much how it goes. They are always like, buy, 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 sell, 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 sell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's always like that. But like, I mean, people were wanting to convince. They
yeah,
are really wanting to convince big companies like PayPal, for example, to accept this coin. So if the, I mean, Pornhub already accepted it. Now they are trying to convince other big companies to accept as well. Because if it gets accepted, then it starts to gain a real market value. It's not just a meme coin. Even though it's always going to be a meme coin, now you can buy stuff with memes, and that's crazy.
that is true, my brother. That's why I'm saying that this is so scary about that kind of view because we shouldn't focus on the number. That's why people always fuck up when they think about the cryptocurrency and even the stock market.
Yeah.
The numbers they are a lie every single time. It's just the right now the market is like this in terms of absolute value, but you can't predict the thoughts of the people. You can listen to what they are saying, but there is always one guy or like 10 guys that have some money and they can change stuff at every single moment. Like Elon Musk tweeting. If he tweets, Bitcoin goes like 10% up every single time.
Yeah, every single time, even with Dogecoin that we are talking about today, and or these smaller cryptocurrencies as well. Any influential people like Elon Musk is the
Current
most.
one, the richest one, right?
Yeah, he's the current richest person on earth, and he's like, well, I mean, we can agree that he's also the most one of the. Well, I don't know if he's the most, but he's one of the most influential people, at least on Twitter, where
True,
people
true.
where people don't go there for big reads. They just go there for.
Sentiments. They really want to know what people are yelling right fucking now.
Yeah, people they go there for the fights. They go there to see people yelling at each other.
Yeah, that's very true.
Um,
It's like, I'm mad right now. What are you mad about? Well, I'm
yeah,
way madder than you are right now, so fuck you.
no, they are like, no, I'm more mad than you. Come at me, bro.
That is very true. So that's why we should always be careful about the number because uh, way more than how much Dogecoin is valued, we should look at how much money is actually in there, you know? How many dollars, how many Dogecoins are there? Why is Dogecoin being so hyped right now? That's how we know, hey, is this going to hit $1? Well, now, probably not. But in the future, well, I guess this is the decade of the cryptocurrency. So let's keep an eye for it, you know?
Yeah, let's keep an eye for it. And I also think that it is not going to hit $1. So and well, it is going to take some time. It is not going to happen in some months. I think maybe if this hype continues on the same pace, it can get to $1 by the end of the year. But that's a bet. But that's being very, very,
Impossible.
very.
Impossible. Fucking
Yeah,
impossible.
yeah, I know. Like I said, that's being very optimistic. But
But
like you
still,
were
it's
saying,
not
if
like
people
it's
don't
not going
know,
to happen, you know? Just not this year, you know?
yeah, it's not going to happen this year. People can invest all they want, all they can. They can YOLO their they're
Fuck,
like,
that's so old school. How old are you, Macedo?
man, that's a current. Yeah, that's a current. That's also a current. People use it nowadays as well. if you go
Yeah, they
to
sure do. They sure do.
if you go to Wall Street bets, people are like, "Man, this retard YOLO with his life saving into this stock. What a fucking moron!"
Yeah, but
Uh,
I'm just messing with you because this term I think it's very important because that shows when this whole thing first started,
yeah,
about like 2011, 2013. But let's keep
yeah,
going on the cryptocurrency first. Let's just finish that for like 5 more minutes because I also want to say some things, but I want to get there.
yeah. Okay, so hold on. It's that. Don't forget about what you're wanting to talk about. I'm finishing it as well. So, like you were saying, there's like these influential people, like Elon Musk, for example. They can manipulate the market. They can say something, and then the price goes up or the
I saw
price
it
goes down.
firsthand. I saw it many, many times. It's very true.
Yeah, it's like everyday life nowadays. It happens every day. And something that I read on the internet, some guy was commenting like, "Man, you know what? We're all investing our money into this meme coin right now, and that's okay. It's fun. We are not losing so much right now, except for the tards that are investing $25,000 into it and hoping that it is going to achieve $1 or let alone $10 like by the end of the year.
We
Like
have to
that's not
thank
gonna
these
happen."
guys. We have to thank these guys because it's thanks to these guys that we are rich right now. So thank you guys. You
Yeah,
retards.
yeah. There's there are like people like this in the market, and there are people that are investing just like $10, $50, and
That's
if they
me.
make a profit, yeah, me as well. I'm not going to invest one fucking K into it. That's not a good idea.
True.
There's people who are looking at these guys, but you know what? I I don't know. I didn't research it. I don't know for how long do did Dogecoin enter the market. I don't know for how long it is being used right now. But I mean, there are people out there who must have millions and fucking millions of
There
coins.
are. There are many, many, many people. Huh?
Yeah, there are many people that are fucking millionaires. They must have, I don't know, 10 million coins or more. And think about it. Let's say that the price goes up to $1. Okay, everyone wants the coin to get to $1, and when it gets to $1, these fucking whales that have tens of millions of coins all dump all dump into the market at once, and then the price sinks back to 1 cent.
Yeah, but you know, the cool thing about cryptocurrency, and I'm going to say this again, I think this is the decade of the cryptocurrency. I have been keeping an eye on cryptocurrency ever since 2016,
Yeah,
and this is the decade that people are really going to know. So, what is this all about? How do we use? Hey, hey, hey! Someone's here. Hello, hello. Oh, it's
yo,
just
what's
a
up?
bot. It's just a bot. La puta, la puta.
It was just a bot. How do you know it?
Because it's like some really weird letters saying, "Wanna become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers." La
Ah, that
puta.
sucks. Man, you got so hyped up. That was
Yeah.
funny.
But this is great about Twitch. I have like 500 views on YouTube. I don't really care about them. Not, I mean, I really do care about them. I really love every single person that watched the video.
Yeah,
But on Twitch, live here right now, and if you say hello to me, I'm gonna go crazy because it's someone really here talking to me.
yeah, that's kind of cool. But you know what? I've seen some on the internet, on Reddit or whatever. There's some communities. made up by streamers and, well, Twitch streamers or Facebook streamers or whatever. And then they comment that they are like we are now with zero people watching. And
Mm-hmm.
then one people show up
Mm-hmm.
and they get all hyped up like you just got. And that the person, I don't know, there this is a common thing to happen. I don't know why, but when the streamer notices that someone is watching and then they say hello or hi or thanks for watching me, the person that got into the stream straight up just leaves. I don't know why. I don't know if they get nervous or if they get not nervous. There's a better word for it.
Well, I
Not
am the
ashamed.
we are the center of attention right now, and we are completely focusing on the only other person who is like semi-anonymous.
They're still watching. I thought I
No,
thought.
no, they are, as I said, they are bots, and there was actually another one, DK, DKakamo, and same thing, same thing.
Yeah. No, I was saying this because I don't actually. Well, you said it was bought, but as I was saying this, I thought that no one was watching it anymore. But I don't even, man, I don't even know why I was saying that. So whatever, dude.
Chapeau, chapeau, chapeau.
Yeah, that doesn't even better.
But I
But
know
dude,
what you're saying. I know where you're going for. It's very, very weird because we are like open and people just come in, and that's very weird. We are on the internet right now.
yeah, and about the internet, there's something that you wanted to say. Uh, do you want to talk about it now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It ties to the very beginning of the conversation because, as you said before, there is like a big sentiment that we are living like the internet is joining in a single goal, you know?
Yeah,
And I want to make like a case for history here and like go all the way back to the beginnings of the internet and remember stuff because there are many people here right now in the internet that are new, but they don't really remember stuff from like 2011, 2006, 2000s, you know. There was a
yeah,
whole thing going. And I guess the most important thing is that there was one time where like a recent time where people were all together for the same cause and it was pretty much about the same thing. Do you remember Occupy Wall Street?
yeah. And in 2008,
Yeah.
yeah, was a very tense moment.
So the thing is, the internet was kind of going mainstream for the first time in the US. Like people use it, but then very, very big sites started to pop up, like meme sites, 9gag, Reddit, and Fortune was already there, but then it was like something else. They were like big dogs on the internet.
Yeah, remember that as well. Well, I almost forgot that 9gag still exists.
That's true. Funny Junk and a lot of big sites, they were get. It's like there used to be blogs, but then blogs started to become like some mega fucking big corporations about some reason,
Yeah, because people like memes.
and they started to like raid the social media, which started to happen too. You know.
Yeah, all these things that we are seeing right now and living right now, they didn't start right now. They started all over I mean, by 2 decades right now.
True,
This is
and
not new.
I want to talk about like as you said before, you wanted to record this to the future. I also want to record this because I guess something was happening at that time, like in 2008, 2009 in the US with the Wall Street shit and people getting like together to for one goal. And
Yeah,
then something started to happen in Brazil too because we are in Brazil. And in 2011, 2012, 2013, people were using Facebook for like, hey, we are going to save Brazil. Let's burn fucking buses.
Oh, I remember that as well. Wow, that wasn't the same.
The same idea, like the whole Brazil was joined together in order to
Yeah,
like fix shit because we were also tired. Like in the US, people were tired with Wall Street and the rich people, but here in Brazil, we were tired with the politicians. We listened to Legião Urbana and other shit like that. And Brazil was all like, hey man, this politician shit and PT, and they are all scum. Let's fucking burn things to the ground. Let's use the internet like a free media where we can speak whatever we want and fucking burn shit. Do you remember that?
I remember that right now. Now that you were saying it, um, it all happened in the same moment in time. In the same, it had a moment. Like in the US, it was in 2008. People were pissed off at the companies that controlled Wall Street. And here, some years later, in 2013, I remember it very well. People
Yeah,
in our school, even some people in our school, even got into the protests. I remember that.
yeah, I wanted to go too.
Yeah, and like that. That's some. How can I say it?
It
It's
was a
a well.
zeitgeist. Do you remember the word zeitgeist?
Yeah, it's what's kind of a zeitgeist because it was a worldwide event, not only in the US and not only in Brazil, and other countries had it as well, like
True.
people
China.
China with Hong Kong,
Yeah, it's pretty much on China, Taiwan, and everything.
now in Russia as well.
But you know, it was an era, a zeitgeist. For those who don't know, zeitgeist is a German word that means jail of the mind, like a cage of the mind, and it captures the sentiment that it's like the main story of the world, how it's the main vibe, how most people understand shit and feel stuff, you know.
Yeah,
And in Brazil, this is how stuff goes to those who don't know, because we are in the US right now. This podcast only happens in the US, okay? We are mostly focused on the US people.
and then
The
we need to explain some shit. So, like you were
Yeah,
saying,
it happens like this. Um, in the US, that's where things happen. Most of the money is there, you know. Technology first goes there. They are the big
hmm
dogs of the world. But
hmm
Brazil really likes to suck the US balls, you know. They really like to lick their shaft, stroke the penis, and
we
drink the
do.
cum. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, fuck. I just demonetized this.
No, man,
but
we are not going to get monetized with this. What are you saying?
yeah, but you know, then that this is how it goes. Things
Okay,
happens in the US, and then like 2 years, 4 years later, they come to Brazil. This has always been like this ever since I was a kid, very
yeah,
very
it's a
young.
pattern. It's now a pattern.
So this whole Occupy Wall Street 2008 2009, it kind of happened in Brazil, like 2011, 2012, 2013. But like, let's fucking kill the politicians.
Yeah. But like the same trend happened again in 2016. Trump got elected and
True, and
then
Bolsonaro too.
and then we got Bolsonaro because everyone wants to. I don't know what's the vibe. It's not, man, this is not just
People
happening
are
in
tired
Brazil.
of the establishment. That's how they say in the US.
Yeah. The people are tired of the establishment. They want something new. That's because and that's why nowadays you see a bigger movement on the left. I mean, in the US, like you have AOC and Bernie Sanders and other people trying to make the difference, and people are listening to them. But the establishment is still too strong to fall so easily.
That's
But
what
like
I
I
was
was
getting
saying,
on. That's the point, you know. I think that's what I want to say. This is the part that sounds like a conspiracy theory, but okay, I'll say it. Um, I guess the whole thing about this history is that that battle, if we can say, in 2011 and whatever, we
Hmm.
kind of lost, because that's the first time people really started to move their moves and go after the people who really fuck us over. The
Yeah,
people who really have the money and control the world. Because we are living in a world where people who have money control the world, and there's also the government, but they usually also have a lot of money.
yeah,
But I guess we lost because even though we actually started to engage people and make our moves and join it for a brief period, after that, the movement just kind of lost its meaning and started to divide. And I guess the rich people, they also then they learned how to use social media and the internet because they were like, we don't have to learn this, we have TV. And then after they saw that they couldn't like not do anything, they started to make their moves. And that's when we started to notice that we also have a lot of memes kind of going more like in Brazil we have left and right, esquerda e direita, and in the US we have like racism stuff, like the liberals and conservatives. That trend, if you look in Google Analytics, that trend exploded after the Wall Street movement, and in Brazil too, right after the burn the buses stuff. I forgot the name of the movement, but it's a very very specific trend that every single social media and every single site started to like create this sort of movement. It's just fucking weird, but it did happen.
yeah. And I mean, I agree that's weird, but like you were saying, and I was saying as well, this was a worldwide event, not just in the US, not only in Brazil. You got events like this happening in Germany and France, Italy. Not, I mean, no, 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 no. These countries are not a good example. Shit like
Hmm.
this was happening more in Eastern Europe, because in Eastern Europe you have more authoritarian governments where the establishment is more tied up to the ground of the social chisel. I well, that's the exact word. I don't know.
No, it's very hard to talk about this in English because these words are very, they have a different meaning in Portuguese, so it's kind of nebulous.
Yeah, I think I know this word in English, but I forgot it now. But whatever. And you got this in Lithuania. I don't know if it's Lithuania or Latvia. It's one of these countries that was getting fucked up last year because some authoritarian fuck was trying to stay in power. And you
Oh, I
have
heard
also,
about it. I heard about this. I know what you're talking about.
yeah, and not only that, you have Putin in Russia. You have some other dude, Erdogan is his name. I don't know if he's of Turkey or if he's from Hungary. But there's, man, this fucking shit show. What I'm trying to say, this fucking shit show is happening all over the world, and people are getting tired of it. People are
Yeah,
getting tired of getting fucked up in the butt raw.
yeah. As I said, I guess we are living history right now, and the whole big picture of this conversation in the specifics is that there has been a lot of talk about the state, as there has always been for like the last 500 years. What's the paper? That's not the word. What's the role of the state, and what should we do? And right now we are living a moment where the there used to be a moment where it was like, well, the state can use its power to be almighty because there are so many things that it can control, and those things that you are saying that it can't control, they can happen. But with the internet and like we can use our own money, those kind of things are starting to go down, and people are realizing this.
Yeah, people are starting to realize that. People were kinda already starting to see it before, but with these major events. that was Reddit against Wall Street with the GameStop stock, people are now really starting to see it because they are understanding that those people up there, they're the billionaires, the billionaire hedge funds, and all these companies that supposedly control the world, they are not so invincible. If we unite ourselves, we can do something about it, and we can change all this establishment shit that we are being oppressed with. And that's something that I also wanted to say because I remember I don't know if you remember this, but I remember that when I was in your house, uh,
Mm-hmm.
in Bauru,
Mm-hmm.
for the people that are listening, that's the town that he was living for university.
Yeah, the name of my city is Bauru, and it's name of a sandwich in Indian language. No, 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 no. That's not really the story. It's the name of a sandwich, but it's an Indian word that means fruit basket, something like that.
Really? That's curious. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I always mix up this thing, but keep going, keep going.
Yeah, and I was like in your house, and we are talking about something. I think I think it was about what we are going to do next. I don't know. And then was like, "Hey man, I wanted to make something about talking about what our generation was meant to be or
Mm-hmm.
do."
Yeah, I know, I know.
And like this is starting to happen with more people as well. Our generation is being so fucked with climate change and completely fucked up economy where we don't even know if we can pay rent because there's no fucking jobs and the salaries are so fucking low in relation to the inflation, and people tired and they want a good life as well, like our parents or our grandparents had.
True, true. That is
And
very
they
true. We are living in a moment where we are pretty much in a period. It's similar to the French Revolution, like
Yeah,
Illuminism and whatever.
it's exactly like that. It's exactly like a second French Revolution.
It's the second
It,
coming, my brother.
it's the second coming, and if these people in power don't realize that, they are going to get their heads cut off.
They are going to get their heads cut off. You heard it right here in Breeze Blocks podcast.
Yeah, that's right. Because maybe we don't do that, but man, I'm really sure that some crazy motherfucker out there who's willing to cut off some heads.
Yeah, I
There's
guess
always
this
some.
is inevitable, bro. I really know what you're talking about. This is a feeling I also have because they really have nowhere to hide. This whole power system has been in place ever since the very first French Revolution. What we are living right now is like the late stages of it, but we are in some completely different bullshit. We can literally get out of the planet, or even create a different reality, or even
Yeah,
alter our own bodies, or even say, hey, you like to print money? Well, fuck you, we're going to use the internet, you can control that.
yeah, because in some decades ago, or even centuries ago, people don't didn't have the internet. Like in the French Revolution, and going going fast forwarding in time with with events like the World Wars, the Cold War,
Well, before
and
cell phones and even telephones, it was hard to communicate. That's just
yeah,
hard.
it was hard to communicate, and the government and the people in power in general, being it in the state or just in big corporations, they could manipulate everything. They could do whatever the fuck they wanted, and people didn't have a mean to know about what was going on and a mean to just communicate with others to know that they were being fucked up, being fucked over. But now with the internet, we have it.
It's all public.
So
It's all public.
it's all public. It's all public information. And then these people don't have the full control of everything anymore. It's now something that's being democratized. It's that the right word? I don't know.
Yeah, it's
But
kinda.
it's all been given back to the people.
Yeah, that's very
People are
true. I
starting to
guess
understand that.
people are realizing that the world does not need to be the way it used to be. It can be
Yeah.
different, and we are being fucked over. We can do some awesome shit, but some people are just the word in Portuguese is estorvando, estorvando. You are fucking me over, bro. That's the word.
Uh, yeah. And like in like, for example, in this pandemic that we are living right now, before that, in the big cities, for example, like the one that we live, people, the day-to-day life of people was fucking crazy. Like you had to, well, it's the same stuff that happens in LA or New York or any other big city. But I will use the LA example for the people in the US because that's the better example, because our traffic right here is fucking awful. If you want to go to work or if you want to go to college, you need to get up and stays like 1 hour and a half to 2 hours or even more to get where you need to be.
Yeah, and most people go by crowded buses. Okay, Macedo is
Yeah,
from São Paulo.
yeah, crowded buses, crowded subways, crowded trains. Even if you go by car, you get stuck in traffic for a very long time,
The
twice
car,
a day.
it's actually worse. It's only better if you use Uber and those kinds of services.
Even with Uber, like I mean, that's a very fucked up traffic that we got in here because it's a huge city. It's like the biggest city in the southern hemisphere. And what do I mean by that is that that was a very crazy lifestyle. People were getting sick physically and emotionally because they did this stuff every single day of their lives, Monday to Friday or even Monday to Saturday in some cases. And people realized with this pandemic that you don't actually need this shit, you know? You can do your stuff, you can make money
On your own house.
on your own house. Well, I mean, there's still people that doesn't have the opportunity to do this as some of us had.
But it is possible. It's very possible. We have the technology. This is the next
Yeah,
step of the human generation. We are coming very close to the point where we really don't have to work for shit, you know?
yeah. I mean, people get scared of artificial intelligence. They are like, well, they are going to steal our jobs, and we won't have anything else to do. I mean, that's I don't think that's true. There's always something that is going to rise, to be created, and the people will start doing these things. That's like saying, hey, we have this farm in here, and these trucks are now being invented and they are going to steal our jobs. But no,
Trucks
when
don't eat, bro.
yeah, I mean, okay, you okay, you can you will stop being a farmer, but you don't have only this option. You can do something else, and this is happening right now.
Yeah, bro. If you say to someone, "Hey, you don't really have to worry about the house. There's like a huge 3D printer robot that builds house in like I don't know 1 day, and you also don't have to worry about food. You because there is like a robot that farms every single day for everyone, the whole planet, and it's never going to run out." That just makes a lot of things possible, you know.
Yeah, but what I mean in this is that people are are worried because, well, I just said here that you can do other things. You don't actually need to get stuck in a single kind of work. But people are worried because some train it all their lives doing this. They work it all their lives doing this. And okay, we are in a generation that actually seeing this come to life. That's living this. But there are still older people in the workforce.
Hmm.
The workforce is still composed by people who are older. They are not going to catch up when this happens, and this is happening very soon. This is happening right now, in
This is
fact.
very true. You are completely right.
And this is kind of a problem because if AI starts getting over the workforce and the pace that it is getting right now,
Shit's
people
going
are
down. Shit's going down.
shit's going down. Shit's really going down, and we are going to start seeing in the world other other events that we are seeing now. What we saw now was people getting pissed off at financial companies that control the market. But then
True.
now they're going to get pissed off because they can't work, because there's no opportunities, because of these same
System
people that
that we
control.
are that's fucking over us today.
Yeah, because the system is designed to fuck over the people that are below.
Yeah, they are really are parasites. They really suck us dry, you know. But I'm so sorry, Macedo. I really have to interrupt you right now because we are at 57 minutes right now.
57 minutes?
Yeah, how long did you think
No,
we were at?
no way. I thought it was like half an hour at best.
No, no, I was looking at the time and I was like, holy shit, man.
Holy shit as well. Well, I kind of like it today's episode. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it's very fucking amazing. This part of the whole Breezy Talks idea, this is amazing. The conversation is fucking amazing. This is great. We don't have to, mm, change anything at all. Just let it go.
Yeah, at all. It's very we are actually going with the flow, and I love it, and I fucking love it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So okay, you do you have any final considerations? Something?
Yeah, let's finish this. We are at 58 right now, so let's just use these last 2 minutes to say the what we are going to do in the next one.
Sure. Go on.
Okay, I'm going to do like a character, for the YouTube video.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And we are getting to the end of the video, guys. And if you really like this, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you really, really, really like this video, remember to share with your friends. If you want to talk about philosophical videos, if you want to talk about fucking the rich overs, then you are at the right place, my friend. This is the place. And thank you for everyone that watched this. This was an amazing conversation.
Dude, that that was so spot on. Man, you have the talent for this. You could be a very big influencer.
I do, I do. I just don't want to show my true powers.
Yeah, man, you're too powerful to let it alive, man.
Yeah,
To be left
no.
alive.
It's crazy because I'm a funny guy, and when I make jokes, sometimes I'm not really expecting that the joke's going to end in a laugh. But
Yeah.
sometimes people really laugh at stuff, and then I'm like, okay, and then they always come back with like, do it again, do it again.
Yeah, man. But man, that's because like now it was so fucking random. I mean, you said that you were going to impersonate a character, and was like, okay, and then it came out of nowhere, and was like, what the fuck? Awesome.
Yeah,
But then,
this is how
yeah,
I am in Portuguese, and I want to bring this to the English side because I'm too stiff in English.
yeah, but I mean, you're getting there. I mean, that's just a matter of practice. You were already way more open in relation to the last episode, and that is great. We are going to get better. I am already liking it. In fact, I am already liking it very, very hard. I'm loving it.
Yes,
These conversations that we are having in here, the projects that we have, this is just the start. I mean, this is just me and you right now because no one's listening. But
true.
if we continue on this, maybe someday it can grow to something that we always dreamed about. And that's fucking awesome. And like you said, uh, I mean, I was going to talk about the what you said about liking and subscribing and interacting, but there's no fucking one listening. But someday someone will be listening, and then they
Yeah, this
will
is
join
history.
us in the Discord.
Welcome to the museum, bro. If you are from the future, you know what to do. You just heard it right here, right now.
Yeah, you are in a fucking museum right now, bro. So get back to Discord. You
Yeah,
probably got from there.
true, that's true. Keep the conversation going on Discord. We really want to talk with you guys. You know, you are from the future, but actually, you are from the future and we are past to you. But
Yeah.
right now, to us, I feel like we here in the present, we are future, you know? This is what, like, the first attempt should have been 5 years ago. This is where I wanted to be. This is the thing I wanted to do.
Yeah, this is really the thing that we wanted to do, and we are doing it right now, and it's fucking amazing.
That's insane. We are 5 years into the future, and if you are 5 years into the future from now, I hope we are great because this is amazing, you know?
Yeah, and I hope we are great as well. I mean, I hope that we get bigger and we get this crazy projects. We can bring them to life, just like we did with these new breeze talks that we did right now, and it is going to happen.
True, true. So, you know, for the next episode, here what's going to happen. The YouTube channel is fine. Now we just need to make it pretty. You know, it's there. If you want to watch the videos, it's there. The information is there, like the Brazilian channel is there, Instagram, whatever. The Discord especially is there. And we are just going to make the channel pretty right now. Make
Yeah,
some thumbnails, make some whatevers, and this is going to happen next week, so it should be like at least a little prettier next week.
sure. I'm going to work on some covers, banners, or and the thumbnails as well. A new logo. I don't know. We are going to work on it
Yeah,
from the next week and on. It is going to look prettier, and then well,
let's not
then
forget that, you know, this whole thing, it has to happen in like, I like the 1 week period because I like the chat, but after the chat I'm really tired of speaking English. I want to just don't talk, you know.
yeah, don't talk at all.
At all. And then like after a day or two, and then in the next Saturday, then we're gonna talk. Me and Macedo, we are gonna speak and then think about something nice for you guys.
Yeah, for now, being very honest, I don't have any ideas for next week episode, but we are going to think about it in a Saturday.
Yeah, something.
I don't know.
This is a future me problem, so I don't really care.
Yeah, your future you probably well, I got all over. Let's go back to the start. Your future you might get pissed off, but like you said, we don't fucking care.
Yeah, he can't come back here to beat the shit off me. So fuck you,
Yeah,
future me.
fuck off, you little bitch.
Yeah,
So that's it then, man.
that's great. So I'm going to finish this and then we are gonna just
Yeah, whatever. So thanks, guys.
bye
So
bye.
thank you from the future and bye bye. See ya.